How's it going, Matt? First of all, I am distraught at the fact that you chose not to wear the polka dot shirt tonight. I personally, I was hoping it would make an appearance tonight. But with complete sincerity, I think that you're one of the greatest cultural minds of this generation.
Well, that's not true at all, but thanks.
On this specific issue is one of the main reasons I've chosen to run for the Texas House of Representatives, because too many Republicans have either strayed away from this issue completely or chosen directly to fight on the other side. From a political perspective, how can we allow our conservative politicians to influence the culture without granting them too much authority in our lives? I'm very much against government intervention in the culture, but I think this is an issue worth standing up for.
Yeah, I guess I'm not too worried about them having too much influence over our lives. Not that I want them to have too much influence, but I think we are very far away from having a problem where conservative politicians are too aggressive, in my view. That's not the issue at all, so I'm not too worried about it. I think that we could have the discussion about what the proper role of government is, and there are issues where it's a sort of interesting and there's gray area. But in my mind, very clearly, the government has a role in defending the innocent and the helpless and people who can't defend themselves, especially children. That is clearly a role for government, and there's a lot that the government should be doing and isn't. So, what you're talking about, protecting kids, for example, from being gender transitioned, that's abuse. It's physical abuse, it's sexual abuse, psychological, emotional abuse, all of it, all rolled into one, and that's a role for government. And also, as part of that, I think as conservatives, maybe we should get away from having limited government as our sort of motto that we're marching under. And, okay, thanks, yeah. That line really never gets applause, but I appreciate that. We're making progress. But only because it's such a vague, it doesn't mean anything, it's so vague, and it could be misused, and it has been misused by conservatives and libertarians, say, well, limited government, that means we can't, we don't want to involve the government in stopping the slaughter of 60 million babies in the womb, right? No, we don't want limited government per se. We want government that is properly ordered and directed in the right direction. Like that's what we're looking for, in my mind, with the government. I think that answers your question, but I've just been babbling, so hopefully I stumbled on an answer somewhere there. Okay. All right, thank you.
Hey, Matt.